In this class I am going to start with another important topic of chapter strategies for enhancement in food production, and the topic is beekeeping. Beekeeping. Now, before going to start, first revise our previous class content, then we proceed to the today's topic. In previous class, we have already discussed about the different dairy farm management, poultry farm management. Now, after this dairy farm management, poultry farm management, how the breeding takes place in animals, inbreeding or outbreeding. Inbreeding is a type of breeding or mating in which superior male or female mate with each other, or they belong to same breed, almost same breed of about 4 to, or also have the common ancestor about 4 to 6 generation. Now, outbreeding is a type of 3 different type of breeding, that is outcrossing, crossbreeding and interspecific hybridization. In outcrossing is the mating in between the same breed, but they don't share or have the common ancestor about 4 to 6 generation. Crossbreeding is a type of breeding in which male or superior male or female mate with each other, or they belong to different breed. Now, interspecific breeding is a type of breeding in which 2 species mate with each other. Example is production of mule, when the horse or donkey mated to produce mule. Now let us discuss about the today's topic, beekeeping. Beekeeping mainly is responsible for the production of honey, pollen grain, venom and honey wax or bee wax, sorry. So these are the products which generally obtained from the apiculture by the honeybee mostly, or the different products of the honeybee. Now, the royal jelly is the most important jelly, or which produced by the bees, or generally when the larvae feed on the royal jelly, they convert it into the queen or drone. Whereas if they are not able to feed, or if they are not feeded the royal jelly, so they are converted into worker. Now, workers are the sterile female that are generally produced sterile female, or that are produced by the fertilization, but have generally do not have the ability of reproduction. Now, drone is developed from the unfertilized egg, and queen is simply the fertile female. So that females which are fertile or have the reproductive ability, they generally have known as queen. Now, drones develop from, or male develop from the unfertilized egg in case of bee. So culturing of honeybee is known as apiculture. Apiculture, there are so different points generally which are asked in previous exam, or and the NEET exam too. Now, apiculture, the common honeybee of India or Indian honeybee is Apis indica. Common honey bee which are cultured in apiculture is Apis indica. Apis indica. Now, the beekeepers are known as apists. Beekeepers are known as apiarist, sorry, and the place where bees are maintained, or the maintaining of hives takes place, are known as place of honeybee culture, known as apiary. Apiary. So these are the apiary. Now these are the terms which are generally used for the bee culture or beekeeping or apiculture. Now culturing of honeybee is known as apiculture, or from the apiculture the products which are generally obtained from the apiculture, these are honey wax, bee wax, also said to be bee venom, or the pollen grains. So the products which are obtained from apiculture obtained from apiculture are bee wax, honey, pollen grains, and bee venom. So later we will discuss about all these products and the benefits of how they are beneficial for us. We will discuss in later point. Now first we discuss about how the maintenance of beehive take place, because in apiculture there is maintenance of beehive for the maintenance of colony of bees, honeybees. So mainly how the apiculture done, or what are the places for, or what are the species for apiculture. So there is before going to start with before going to culture bees for the production of honey or different components or products. So first we have knowledge about the bee and the culturing of how they can be cultured, or what are the venoms they produce, or by which they become irritated, or how we can easily handle all these bees in beehive. Maintenance of beehive also important, or culturing of proper species so that we can get easy to get their honey and the products by the honeybee. So maintenance of how the bee culture or the beekeeping is important, or how we can do the things about the bee culture or about the apiculture. So there are so many maintenance during the apiculture. That means first is the selection of the place. Suitable place. So there is selection of suitable place for the culturing of bees, because natural resource for culturing for food of bees are required, so that if the apiculture is present, if you want to culture beehive place for bee culture. Now next is the maintenance of beehive. Maintenance of beehive is most important, because the honeybee form beehive for growing of their larva, for making of royal jelly. Also they form royal jelly inside the beehive. They also collect honey inside the beehive. So if we are not able to prepare or maintain beehive, so we generally not get the proper product, because bee wax to beehive all are available. Bee wax to honey all are available in the beehive. So there is requirement of maintenance of beehive. Or another one point is that we generally not we do not have to remove all the parts of beehive for the collection of bee wax or honey. So we some small part of beehive we generally place itself, so that there is no requirement of formation of new beehive by the honeybees. So for this purpose uh, we have to so we have to keep small portion of beehive. So that's why there is need for the because of the need for again formation of beehive, so that we can collect the honey and the wax, royal jelly and pollen grain, royal jelly from the beehive. Now all these are important except these. Preparation of boxes for making of beehive. Of boxes for making of beehives. Now, now after these, after the selection of suitable place, maintenance of beehive, preparation of boxes for maintenance, making of beehive, catching and hiving of swarms. Next is catching and hiving of swarms, that is or also said to be group of bees, group of honeybees. So making catching of, so that we can easily collect, there is easy to collect the easy to collect honey and the honey wax, bee wax. So collection of bee wax, honey and bee venom. So all these are required after these, so that we can there are so many equipment generally which are using during the culturing of beehive, during the culturing of honeybees. So now the what are the economic importance of the bees, culturing of bees. Now let us discuss about the economic importance. Economic importance of apiculture. What is economic importance of apiculture? First is that the honey from the honey bee have the nutritive value, so that they are also used in the field of medicine. Is used in the field of medicine. Now, other than these, honey, the bee wax also have economic importance, because from the bee wax so many cosmetics or the paints will form actually form. Now, from bee wax using making of cosmetics and paint. Making of paints or polish actually. Polishes. Making of cosmetic. Now third is after some pollen grains generally obtained from the honeybees, pollen for the pollen bank, for preserving pollen. Preservation also takes place in pollen bank. Pollen grain collection for pollen bank. Now, fourth economic importance of the honeybee is the bee venom. Bee venom generally used in arthritis or for the treatment of snake venom. Snake antivenom. Now, other than these, so many economic importance are from the bees. That means they function as pollinators. They are pollinators of different plant species such as sunflower, marigold, etc., or sunflower and brassica. So all these plants pollinated by the bee plant. Sweet neem also. So they are also pollinated by the bees, honeybees. So they function as pollinators. So many plants or seed formation takes place by the honeybees. So here is the overall about beekeeping. Now next is the pisciculture or fisheries. So here is our beekeeping. Beekeeping is so important because so many products we are generally obtained from the honeybee, that are bee wax, honey, bee venom, pollen grains. All these obtained from the honeybee. Honey which is obtained from the honeybee have the nutritive values. They also use because they also function as a sweetener. So many diabetic patients, for the sweetening agent, these honeybee used by the diabetic patients. Now other than these, they have the nutritive values also used in the medicine or the field of medicine. Now bee wax is also used for making cosmetics and polishes. Different polishes formed by the bee wax. Now pollen grain collection for the pollen bank also occur, or generally collect the pollen grain from the bee legs. Now bee venom is also used for the treatment of arthritis, or also function as snake antivenom. So they generally use as antivenom for reducing or neutralizing the snake venom and poison. Now they function economically, they function as pollinators, or so many plants are pollinated by bees, honeybees. Now next is the fisheries or pisciculture. Now fisheries deals with the pisciculture, or also deal with the aquaculture. Pisciculture or aquaculture. And aquaculture. So many type of fishes or aquatic animal we are generally use for our food or for eating. Now these common aquatic animals are crab, lobster, prawns, prawns, some edible oysters, and some of the other like lobster or prawn, crab, edible oysters. That these are belongs to arthropod, and oysters belongs to mollusks. Some of the other mollusks like octopus or apple snail also are also edible, which are eaten by different individuals, different human in our country or other countries. Now all these animals which are aquatic use or comes under the pisciculture or aquatic culture both. Now in the pisciculture, the species mainly belongs to fishes, generally include the marine fishes or freshwater fishes. These are the freshwater fishes generally which are culturing for food or for eating are freshwater fishes. Include katla, also said to be rohu, labiorohita or rohu, common carp. These are the some example of the freshwater fishes which are generally included into the pisciculture. Now marine water fishes are hilsa, which is a common fish of Calcutta. Hilsa, pomfret is also a common fish of the states which are situated near the oceans. Pomfret. And another fish is sardine and mackerel. So these are the fishes which are included under the pisciculture for culturing for inducing proper meat produced by these fishes, or also induce the ovulation process so that large number of fish can be produced by through the pisciculture. So many the hormones which are given into the fishes so for the production of egg, for the fertilization. They also so many injections used for the production, for the ovulation, for the fertilization too, so that they can reproduce in large in number, or there is formation of because the maize, they have the economic values, or they also participate in the economy of the in the Indian economy. So or most of the people, or millions of the people, get their work from the pisciculture, from or also they have the India, because they are India also depend upon the products of water, products of the animals of the water or fishes too. So that's there is need for fulfilling requirement of Indians. So there is need for the culturing of all these species for fulfilling the requirement of the people. Now it includes the economic importance of the piscicultures are economic importance of the pisciculture are because the flesh is so have the so many nutrients or have nutritive values. Flesh of fish have nutrients like protein, vitamins, or vitamins or the other substances, proteins, vitamins or elements or elements or etc. Fish oil is so nutritive, have or liver oil actually. Fish liver oil have natural source of vitamin A. Natural source of vitamin A. So it is a natural source of vitamin A. Now other than these, some of the other nutritive values of the fishes are because of protein or they give us fibers or the calcium or the elements other than the, because calcium is present in minimum in amount or carbohydrate is also present. So because of the protein, because of the every meat have the protein or we are get the protein molecule we are getting from the every meat, but the fish is have the other than the protein, other nutritive elements are also present in fish. For example, the folic acid is also present in fishes, so they help in the development of brain. So every pregnant lady lady have to eat fish for development of brain of the baby. So because the fish also contain the folic acid that is required for the development of brain of fetus. Now other than these, the some carnivorous fishes like Gambusia, help in they feed on larva. So thus they inhibit the chances of transmission of disease like malaria. Chances of spread of disease like malaria. So other than these, some icing glass which is used in the filter of vinegar, wine or beer, used for filter of vinegar, wine and beer, used for vinegar, wine and beer obtained from fish bladder, dry fish bladder. Now beside these, some of the other economic importance play a major role in the development of animal. For example, the flesh of fishes have nutritive value like protein or vitamin. The liver oil is natural source for vitamin A. Gambusia fish is carnivorous fish which generally use in inhibiting the spread of disease like malaria because they feed on larva of mosquito. If the larva of mosquito feeded by the gambusia, there is no chances of spread of disease because the mosquito function as vector for the malaria or spread the disease. So they reduce the chances of the spreading of the disease. Now isinglass used for the filter of vinegar, wine and beer. This isinglass is obtained from the dry fish bladder. So these are the economic importance of fish or fishes, or in fisheries include the pisciculture or aquaculture. Pisciculture include for the preservation for the culture of marine fish and aquatic freshwater fish, or aquaculture deals with the culturing of lobster, crab, octopus, freshwater snail, marine water snail, for example, oyster, common oyster, edible oyster, or some of the fishes too. These are the aquatic animals which belongs to arthropod. Now there are so many economic importance that in nutritive value have the liver oil is the source of vitamin A. Gambusia feed on larva of mosquito, thus reduce the chances of malaria. Now isinglass is obtained from dry fish or used for the filtration of vinegar and wine beer. So here is the overall about the fisheries or bee culture or apiculture. So in next class we will discuss the next topic. I hope you like this video. Keep listening and watching me. Thank you for listening and watching me.